between residential property and commercial property, which one is the best option? I mean, between building houses and selling, and then building plazas or shopping mall, which of them is going to make you more money? I'm going to be sharing all of that with you from my wealth of experience in real estate development. Now, let's quickly proceed. These are some of the factors that we need to quickly look at before we finally draw the conclusion. The first one is land acquisition. I mean, the cost of getting the land. Most of the time, commercial land is slightly higher than residential land. And that's because in places like Abuja, commercial lands are not so readily available as compared to residential land. Most of the lands are residential land, and then there are few commercial lands. So if you get to see a good one, it is usually slightly higher than residential land. Now let's look at both of them in terms of location. Now, the good thing about residential property is that you can carry out the development almost anywhere, provided there's access road. You see, this is where the entire game gets very tricky. This same thing is not applicable to commercial property. In fact, if you miss this stuff called location, you will end up losing in your commercial property. That's because you'll be stuck with a property that nobody will be willing to buy, which is why location is always a major determinant factor when it comes to commercial development. You have to get the location. It has to be a location that has very good traffic for you to make good sales. However, that is not necessarily applicable to residential houses. Another thing for us to look at is the cost of construction. Let's assume you have two lands in the same location. Each of them has area of development of 5,000 square meters. It will cost you more to carry out a residential development as compared to a commercial development. That's because residential property comes with so much of detailing. All of these will eventually impact your cost. So residential development is usually more expensive as compared to commercial development. Now let's proceed to look at the ease of sales. Well, this ease of sales is a function of the location. If you have a commercial property in a very good location, even before you finish, people will go for it. The same thing is applicable to residential property. However, if you have them side by side in the same location, the commercial property will be sold out first over the residential property. Let's proceed by looking at the final guide, which is the profits. You know what? If you have a commercial property and a residential property in the same location, you build plazas here and then you build residential houses here. Let me tell you what's going to happen. You make more money on the shopping malls and the plazas that you build as compared to the residential property.